What is up, all you good citizens of Crypt Nation? It's Bryce here, coming at you with a market update. What a crazy week. I mean, personally, in my life, one of the craziest weeks ever. We launched a hedge fund, which has been very, very exciting. And, we're tracking the markets and we're staying up to date with the news flow. And one of the really interesting things, besides, of course, Bitcoin breaking above 20K, all-time high, and continuing to sustain a breakout with high momentum above 20K, build a nice volume base above 20K. It's just a really, really nice trading environment. But one of the things I really wanted to talk about today was Coinbase. Coinbase. A lot of you folks are familiar with that name because you might trade there or hold your cryptocurrencies there. Coinbase is the largest US exchange. I think they have something like 35 million customers for cryptocurrency, and they just filed an S1. And S1 announces their intention to have a public IPO, right? An initial public offering. And so the valuation of that, there's different sorts of ways that people are valuing it. I've seen some valuations north of $20 billion on the open. So again, that's just something I'm seeing. This is definitely not investment advice, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Coinbase IPO. And it's going to be the first really high caliber, large awareness type of event for an IPO with a crypto related company, right? So we've seen, smaller companies add blockchain to their name or add blockchain and cryptocurrencies to their, roadmap and stuff like that. And you'll see a little pump. I remember back in, 2018, Kodak was announcing that they were taking on some blockchain initiatives and stuff. And, you'd see a quick price spike and then it just starts to die down. But Coinbase is different because it's again, the largest crypto exchange in America for sure. Maybe the world. And Binance might be a little bigger. And so when they're now bringing to the public awareness of like, hey, folks are going to be able to get exposure to crypto equity and stuff. Like that's really, really a cool, fundamentally new thing that's happening in our landscape. So that was a really exciting announcement. If you guys haven't dug into that yet, there's lots of great reports that are coming out on it, and we'll talk a little bit more about it in Crypt Nation. But beyond that, the newsletter that went out on Tuesday had a lot of buy zones that were hit to the T, and people are already talking to me just about how they're loving some of these new DeFi tokens that we've been putting out some analysis on. This week you can expect in the newsletter, if you guys are subscribers, we're going to be doing more deep dives on some specifics about some of these blue chip DeFi tokens. So there's a lot of fun stuff that's going on in our neck of the woods, and we're really excited to keep bringing you guys these updates. So if you're not a subscriber yet, I encourage you to, we got a $1 trial, so you got nothing to lose. Test us out, 14 days. You get some access to some model portfolios and some newsletters and some calls, and you get to see kind of how we think about the market. And there's a ton of exciting things going on. The last couple weeks of December are sure to be volatile. There's sure to be just lots of volume as well coming in on the exchanges that we're seeing. So, but come January, as we talked about in one of the webinars recently, something called the January effect. Historically, January performs very, very well in the markets, and we're expecting a continuation of that trend, that long-term trend that dates back, decades and decades in the equities market. January, many, many equities perform well. We're not talking about equities now; we're talking about crypto. So we're excited that January 1, we're sure to see lots of fresh, new investment coming into the space. That's what I believe is going to happen. And so, it's a big, big close of the year for me personally. And I can't wait to let you guys know what else we have in store for you. So without further ado, that is the market update. All hands on deck. It's going to be a good time, folks. Check us out if you're not already subscribed, and we'll catch you around.